Hey guys, it's Billy here, and today I'm going to discuss what I see as the pros and cons of graduate school. I'm close to finishing up my second year of a Physics Ph.D. program, and I wanted to share my experiences and thoughts on graduate school for anyone that might be considering going to grad school or anyone interested in the subject for whatever reason. The first pro that I want to highlight is that you get to focus on a specific academic area that you're passionate about, presumably. And I see that as a really awesome opportunity because if you're passionate about the subject, you likely want to learn just as much as you can about the subject. And attending graduate school opens you up to potentially spend your full energy and time to learning and working in that academic area for potentially a year, 2 years, if it's a PhD program, possibly up to 5 or 6 years. And if you are truly passionate about the subject, I see that as a great opportunity. The second pro that I wanted to highlight is that you potentially get to work while performing the research and studying the subject with very interesting people. Oftentimes, you find people that's very well accomplished and extremely knowledgeable about the subject in these graduate programs. The academic jobs such as the professorships, are very competitive. So typically, you get the best of the best people that's mentoring and teaching the people in the graduate programs. I've met a number of really interesting people while in graduate school so far. The third pro that I wanted to highlight is that advanced study in a subject area can potentially open doors to lucrative and or interesting work opportunities, such as doing research in your area of study or even other job opportunities that aren't related. Because a lot of times when companies see that you have an advanced degree, they assume that you will do well at positions that aren't even related to your degree. And that brings me to what I see as some of the largest cons about pursuing a graduate education. And the first one that I wanted to highlight is it can really be a long time commitment, especially if it's a PhD program. Typically, master's programs are anywhere from 1 to 2 years. Sometimes, if you only attend classes part-time, it can stretch out to 3 or 4 years, but typically 1 to 2 years if you attend full-time. And that can really be a con because it keeps you from doing other things during the time period that you're in graduate school. It can limit you to the geographical location of the school, or it can keep you from advancing your career in other ways, such as starting a business or working full-time in a different position. The second con that I wanted to highlight is that a lot of times the assistantship stipends in graduate school is quite low, typically somewhere between 20 and 30,000, which, if you are very frugal, can typically meet your minimum needs, but there's really typically not a lot left over from after you have all of your minimum needs met. And the third con that I wanted to highlight is that attending graduate school, not always, but sometimes, involves moving away from where your family and your friends live. And sometimes that can be difficult, and it can be draining on your mental health if you're not able to see your family as much as you would like to. Overall, I think graduate school may be a worthwhile endeavor if you're very passionate about your field of study, or if your desired career requires the advanced degree. I, for example, want to be a physicist, which requires a PhD in physics. That and the fact that I'm very passionate about physics is why I decided to go to graduate school for physics. Thanks for joining me in this discussion. Please give me a thumbs up, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Let me know in the comments about your experiences with grad school. Until next time, I'm Billy, and I'll see you in the next video.